Hey everybody, welcome back to Business Basics with Nick. As always, I'm your host, Nick Haralambis, and today I want us to talk about ideas. So in my world, there are two kinds of ideas when it comes to business. The one first major main kind of idea is the one you let into your mind. The kinds of ideas you fill your brain with, the things that you read, the people you talk to, the things that you watch, your worldview are informed by everything you let in. Those ideas are really important. You can have negative ideas that drag you down, that make you feel like shit, or you can fill your brain with positive ideas, with amazing things, with interesting things, with things that are old and things that are new. Those ideas help you as the building blocks of the ideas that you want to put out into the world. And that's the second kind of idea that we should be dealing with. The second kind of idea are the ideas that you have in your head that you want to get out into the world, that you want to build, the things you want to turn into a business or a side hustle or a startup or something that makes you money. So let's deal with the first one. One of my favorite sayings is different input, different output. If you are reading the same things that everybody else is reading, you're going to have the same ideas that everybody else has. If you're watching the same TV shows that everybody else is watching, it's likely you're going to have the same ideas as everybody else. And you can see where I'm going with this. If you are doom scrolling through Facebook and Instagram and TikTok, whatever the hell it is, the chances are you're only seeing what everybody else wants you to see. The key here is to fill your brain with things that push your ideas into new places, that push you into new realms of thought, new understandings of the world, just different things. The problem that I have with so many people who present their ideas to me is that their ideas aren't new. They're not different, they're not interesting, they're not even being executed well. And that last point takes me to point number 2. We have a problem generally when we discuss our ideas is we think that they're special. We think that they're unique. We think that we only get one shot at it. We think that we only have one good idea in our whole lives. But the truth is, that is fundamentally not true. You have a plethora of ideas. Your brain is filled with ideas, and your job is to get those ideas out of your brain into the world. The only way to do that is to avoid what I call the Golem Effect. If you haven't seen The Lord of the Rings, the Golem Effect is really simple. There's this really dodgy creature that holds onto the precious ring so tightly that he buries it underground and becomes this angry, distorted version of himself. That is what's going to happen to you if you keep your idea close to your chest. You have to let that idea go. You have to let it breathe. You have to talk about it and get it into the world. The sooner you're comfortable talking about your idea, the sooner you're going to figure out if it's going to work in the world or not. The problem with everybody who has an idea is that they're too scared to talk about it, so they never build it. Then somebody else builds it and they turn around and go, but that was my idea. I can't believe that. Like, how come you stole my idea? Let me be the first to tell you, if you've never heard this before, your ideas are worthless. That's not meant to be mean, and I'm sorry if you're offended or triggered by that, but it's true. Every idea you've had, somebody else has had. The difference between you and them is it's likely that they're building it. Your problem is you're not building. Ideas exist when they are created. If you want to make money, you have to turn your idea into something physical that you can sell to someone, whether it's your service, consulting, a little widget that you're selling, whatever. Ideas are very hard to sell unless you turn them into businesses. So, if you want some homework this week, I would urge you to write down 10 ideas and talk to them. Talk to people about them. Tell people about your ideas. Tell them what you're thinking. Get their feedback. Listen and pay attention. Don't keep your ideas too close to your chest because you will suffocate them and they will die. And an idea not built was never a business. You don't claim ownership to something that you haven't built. The other thing that I think is important to remember is you don't get one good idea in your life. You get lots. Ideas exist aplenty. Your job is to extract the ones that fit well with your life and then to build them. Build them into something valuable. Take your time, go through the rest of the videos in this series, and make sure that the idea you have can make sales, can make money, can generate hype. That's what you need in a good idea. But for now, remember that it's up to you to do the work, and I can't wait to see what businesses you're putting out into the world.